7 or so years ago, I spent the last 2 hours of a friendship with someone who died within the month. And for much of that time, what he talked about was the decisions he'd made and the decisions he wished he'd made. He called it a life that got away. At another point in my life, I was at a wedding and sitting beside a fellow who was looking at the bride with a concentrated stare. And he muttered, and I don't think he realised he was speaking aloud, he muttered, "The one that got away." I remember these two occasions recently, triggered by something else altogether, and I ended up writing a poem called "The One That Got Away," and here it is. Here's a mystery half hidden from everyday view, a pattern of loss, a pattern not new. It's not an especially gender thing, nor some fault in sufferer's DNA string. It's general, widespread, a kind of malaise, and stays with the victim till the end of days. It attacks its sufferers, both young and old, wraps their hearts in an icy cold, as its memory appears like a snake from the deep, disturbing the senses, awake or asleep. It can't be forgotten, erased or suppressed, or cleverly diffused by some light-hearted jest. Even for those for whom life is a dream, it may detonate an involuntary scream of pain as they take the bandage away that covers the wounds of one fateful day when they turned on heel after a minor tiff and stepped right over the no-return cliff. Or becoming seduced by the new in crowd, they rejected the old as a furrow well ploughed. Or thinking that some sudden object of desire would too soon exhaust the fuel for the fire. Or deciding that conflicting arcs of ambition would lead to inevitable nuclear fission. Or succumbing to the views of those all around that any joint venture would be deeply unsound. Or that the fear of an Eden entered and lost might eventually wreak a mortal cost. Or that the delight of a first love's flame was mere infatuation, a juvenile game. The cowardice of refusing an emotional risk leaves scars, always raw, with so many what-ifs, an endless cycle of loss and pain, for a view of paradise can never be regained. Thus, a spectral vision will rise and hold sway, the image of